it's Courtney, and I'm here with my friend Mickey and Phaedra.
Hi. Look at, oh my god, honey. She's like, I'm ready for my close-up, honey.
And we're going to be just playing with makeup and letting you guys watch, so hope you enjoy.
Enjoy this lovely beat down, honey. Okay, so we're gonna start to apply. So I kind of like love this application process. When he does his application process, he starts all over with the concealer.
And then adds less foundation?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I started doing this with all of my clients, and I started noticing that like less is more, that more is less kind of thing, you know? It's like, what's better? And I found that using the concealer this way also kind of gave a more natural like essence to the skin, like when you would...
More dimension?
Yeah, like photography purposes.
Really?
So, of course, the infamous fingers, which they were given to us for a reason. I mean, I absolutely love brushes, and I still use brushes like to get in the center and all that. But again, going to my kings and queens of the industry, I'm obsessed that Pat McGrath does a full face and mostly fingers.
Wow.
Okay, so it's just a habit. I know a lot of us do it, but I absolutely am all about swirling it, getting it real warm before I apply it. There's something about just a nice warm foundation, like temperature wise, and the blending.
It definitely blends better.
I always tell people too, and they're like, oh, what about the pinky in my cheeks? How are we gonna cover? I'm like, honey, you don't need to cover it. You got natural blush. We add that to the contour, girl.
All right, I'm normally really uncomfortable because of my rosacea, but wow, that looks pretty amazing. You like are just able to blend it out, so there's only a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like really to keep impressed. It. So that's why I use fingers, brush, and sponge, because I feel like when you keep some of that sponging of that cheekbone area, like there, it'll pick up just enough to where you'll still have a little bit of a natural blush, and you just add that to it. Like I always said, if you have a scar, honey, put some glitter on it.
Go for it.
Something about that, like I love that little ooh. So we're gonna come back to the bronzer.
Okay.
So we're gonna let this bake a little bit and get into the skin, and we're gonna start eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, for the Enigma.
And since you don't have claws like me, I have to put it on.
I still use a brush. I still do. You want to know a funny, cute story about Urban Decay?
Yes, I do.
So it was inspirational working for them, and I would get so excited in the beginning of like a class or something, and I remember like my boss one day doing this. He would teach a class and he'd get excited himself, and he would say, everyone, welcome to the Urban Decay. Urban Decay. But it was such like a habit that we would always say Urban Decay. And forever I would be called the Urban Decay guy. So it's always been a cute thing. But going into the shadow primer, I am obsessed with the group Enigma. Like, you know, I don't want to try to sing the song. But the infamous Enigma music group. So every time I use the product, I start to get like into like a nice little tranquil spot, and we'll start warming up the center of the eye.
And let me see what this color is called, since it's called Sora.
Sora, honey. I don't know. I feel like it's it could be like a drag queen name. Sora.
It makes me think of Kingdom Hearts. I think that's the video game.
Oh my gosh, with the Disney?
Yeah.
It's like a Disney like version of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's his name.
Frappe.
Lay down, baby.
She's like, I'm all in this.
She really is. She's very interested in what you're doing.
The color.
Yay! I think that one's Typhoon. Yeah, I usually do my eyes first because I know that there's going to be some fallout.
The way I've just always been, because everyone always says, is it like tomato? Is there a right way, a wrong way? I'm like,
almost every makeup artist I know does foundation first though, because that's what they like to do. That's what they feel looks best. So I totally understand I do it the wrong way.
Well, I don't think there is a right and a wrong way. I don't. I mean, yes, I would be getting beat up right now by many people that say, yeah, wrong. Honey, no. Makeup is a form of art. And if you feel comfortable and you're getting best results doing eyes first, honey, then do eyes all day first. I'm a big Nicole Richie fan. Like, I love her as a designer. I love her as her mind is amazing. And she like had this like whole like homeless chic thing about like what kind of men she likes. And she's like, I love a good homeless looking man.
It's like, all right.
Oh my God, I get it. There are some like styles of a good homeless chic, like vintage in LA. It's horrible. Like Skid Row, go ahead and close. And it's like, oh my God, they somehow managed to still wear some of their old like band shirts.
Well, I always kind of like the punk and gutter goth, where it's kind of like ripped up.
Yes, gutter goth.
Yeah.
You just are teaching me something. Gutter goth?
Yeah, well that's what I've heard the term called, where it's like kind of like punk and ripped up and usually spiked and mohawked, and I'm a fan of all things spiked and studded.
Yes, girlfriend, who isn't?
That's like L3, I think.
L3. Wasn't there a band? No, L2.
L7.
L7. Oh my God, do you remember them?
I do.
What happened to them?
I don't know.
I loved that band, actually. I remember like jamming out. Like even my dad liked L7. Like there was one particular song that they were like really, really known for, and I can't.
I can't recall the name of it, but I do remember I remember the song.
I loved The Real World. The Real World was like the bomb of the bombs of reality shows. Like that was like the real deal.
I also watched, was it called like Monster House, or there was one where they had like Wiccans and people who did like what do they call it, where they do like the piercing and they hang from the piercings, like the...
Oh yeah, like ribboning or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the genitorturers.
Yes, so I think it was called Monster House. That was the other like reality show that I watched, because it was about freaks people I could relate to.
So I'm fanning the flames of happiness.
Yeah, I actually really, really like a lot of duo fiber brushes like this for doing like contouring and blush and highlight, because it's easier for me to not overdo it since I'm so pale. We're
using the Murumuru.
My first time ever.
Using it. Here it is. Kathleen Lights, honey. She spoke about it.
Yep, Kathleen Lights made me buy it.
I'm going to go, just because I haven't used this myself, we're going to start off a little goes a long way kind of thing.
Cool, because I don't normally wear bronzer at all since I'm pretty pale. I usually embrace the pale.
Hey, nothing wrong with embracing the pale.
So I'm curious to see what it's going to look like. This is a light, it's like the lightest shade they make though, so I think it should be like flattering, I hope. I'm sure you'll tell me whether it is or not.
Yeah, no, it's so far so good, girlfriend. Kathleen was on a roll, honey.
Oh, and it smells really good too. It smells like coconut, like a tropical.
Yeah, I was like, honey, where's my pina colada? Can Kathleen bring that? Yeah, this is actually pretty natural looking for you.
Yay.
It's got a little bit of a red to it, so this would be great for men too. This would be a really great color for men that are looking for a more natural look, almost like sunbitten, but you know, safe. Like you use SPF.
Yes, SPF is good for you.
So again, you got a little scar, put some glitter on it.
I like that. That's really cool.
That's one of my favorite things, and that's something that Urban's really big about. And I love that about the brand. That I always used to say, Urban Decay is an urban way of decaying the steps of your life. The Naked palette, you can contour with the Naked palette. You use, what is it? Baked for a good highlight. You could use...
I couldn't use Baked for a highlight.
So you would be Sin. You would be
Probably.
Sin. You would be Sin.
Sin's like champagne colored, that'd probably work.
Yeah. So I used to teach gals that if they're like balling on a budget and they were coming to get their Naked palette and they're like, oh, I can't afford a flush palette. I'm like, have another seat. And then teach them how to contour with that Naked palette.
That's awesome. I have the Naked Basics, and I've used that for contouring, like light contouring.
It's an urban way to decay the steps of your life.
It also works for filling in brows, and you can use it as liner. Like, it's a total multi-purpose palette.
It's true. It is. It really is Basics. I love the new Basics.
Yeah, I like that palette. The only thing that I don't like is that they don't have a shade like Walk of Shame in it.
Who doesn't love Walk of Shame?
It's my favorite base shade.
I love a good Walk of Shame, honey.
And so you're baking the line?
Yes, honey. Sculpting it out, honey. We're gonna, of course, dust her away and you, since we're getting you all nice and powdery.
That's okay.
Now, I would bring this in a little bit more, like this way.
Mm-hmm.
I like what that illusion does. Really in the... Here we go, girlfriend.
All right, I'm excited because I love these highlighters from Makeup Geek.
Oh my God.
When they came out with the Kathleen Lights palette, I was disappointed because they were really, really nice quality, but they were too dark for my skin tone. This is not too dark. This is like perfect. Like this is the kind of color I like to wear.
And what I love is, take a look at what I did. So remember going back to the beginning, how I said I wasn't going to use this area so much because you have a natural blush. Going back into the power of beauty is to be proud of the skin you're in. I notice a lot of times if you leave the flush of the color, go in with the highlight gives the illusion that you actually placed a blush because it now makes it like a shiny pink.
Huh.
So going and working in that natural color, I feel like we've created our own blush because it's very ombre with the bronzer.
And what I like is that I don't feel like it's my rosacea just right there looking awful and red and gross. So
well, good, honey. We don't want that. The idea is being comfortable in your own skin. And this is like one of my favorite parts about makeup, is like teaching the beauty of your own skin and how you can incorporate your real skin into the makeup.
And so what you did was you started with the concealer and then you went back with the foundation, but you kind of left it there to just kind of like let it pop through a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you went back with the darker concealer. All right.
Warmed it up a little bit, brought you back, giving you almost like a no makeup, you know?
I like it.
And now using your actual pink in your skin that you already obtained, honey, you ain't have to pay for that, is already there. And so we just threw some highlighter in and then kind of went up in that shape that we were doing. Something Joan Rivers taught me was, I always teach my makeup artists to never go down on me. So Joan's artist always lift. It was a lifting illusion. Again, the power of beauty of makeup and makeup magic was, if you rise up on everything, it's gonna lift it. So if you lift the highlighter above the cheek instead of like spanking it all over your face, the idea that I always tell women is, get it up on that cheekbone, because when the light hits it, you're now looking like everything's lifted up. Hence, highlighting.
Yeah, and you can see this color like it's just amazing.
Yes, it's very like mermaid scales. Oh, she's gorge. Oh my gosh. She's so creamy.
Yeah, it's a ColourPop pencil. I think they make nice pencils.
Yeah, they do. Okay, we're gonna go in just a little deeper.
She's like, I'm gonna look over here and over there.
Oh, she's just a killer. Yeah, I get into lips, and that's why I had a song that I would just say, I'm gonna give you lip, lip, and lip. Because I feel like I just love doing lips.
What's your favorite lipstick brand, or what do you love?
Oh my god, I love OCC.
Okay.
I am obsessed with OCC. Lime Crime, I'm obsessed with. I just love the way when David made the lip products from OCC, when he made the products and the formula, the way they lay, the way you kiss, the way you touch, the way they feel, the way
so many people can't work with them. So I was happy when they came out with the RTWs.
Yes! Was that not the best?
It really was.
Have you tried the lip liners?
I have a couple of their color pencils. I like their pencils a lot. So I have like...
Oh yeah, it was right in front of my face.
Yeah, I like their pencils.
Yeah, love, love. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you really ready? Here we go. Oh my god. Ooh. And stamp those bad boys, girl. Oh, honey. Okay,
Yeah.
so now I'm looking for like that highlighter, the other one, Celestial.
Yes.
There she is.
I love that. That one's duochrome too. Yeah. It's like pinky violet.
Oh, girlfriend. Oh. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Small little something.
But I love the glitter. I love the liquid Moondusts.
Just kind of like push her in the center here a little bit. I guess having a method to your madness is good. What did they say in Alice in Wonderland? All the most creative people or whatever were mad.
We're all mad here.
Honey.
I'm mad, you're mad. Because she said something like, but I don't want to go about mad people. And he's like, we're all mad here. I'm mad, you're mad.
Yes. It wouldn't be the right if I didn't finish off with a little bit of more baking.
More baking. Okay, so you baked 3 times now. You baked under the eyes first.
Mm-hmm.
Under the cheekbone second.
Yeah.
And you're going to go under there again to clean it up?
Yep. Which some people would do this before, but I think it softens if it's too hard.
Okay. And so you just basically go below the hollow?
Correct. Because some people, I feel like, especially because you have such fair skin, we went so dark, this will really soften it to your liking.
Isn't that like the biggest powder brush you've ever seen?
Oh, Urban was like, honey, we are doing it big. Bigger is better, honey. Well, bigger, blacker, badder, honey, for the perversion.
Still, like, I think that's still my #1 favorite mascara.
Oh my god, that's like literally.
It beats Too Faced better than Sex, for sure.
Well, honey, if your mascara is better than Sex, you're doing something wrong, honey.
You're not wrong.
And I think I'm gonna just take a little bit more of that highlight.
Okay.
Dust her in and then set you.
Woohoo!
Set it and forget it.
I like it. I love the eyes. The eyes are awesome. And like, I can't believe the dimension of the lips, because you took that dark color and you just shaded it in perfectly.
Yeah, I kind of gave you that almost like Kylie lip. How she likes to have that little duck kind of thing. I kind of gave that. Yes.
Thank you. You did an amazing job.
Awesome. Well, that's what it's all about, girlfriend. Yeah, I'm looking at it in camera and I'm just like, yes.
I know. I feel like it looks so cut right there.
You are what? Snatched, honey.
Thank you.
Of course. Hugs. Yay. It looks so good.
What do you think, Phaedra?
Phaedra's got approved.
Come on. Do you like it? She's like, yeah.
She's like, let me look in the camera and see for myself. Oh my god, she just loves kissing me. You want to give me a little kiss? She's like, I just want to kiss your hands. They taste like strawberries. I know they do. Yeah, they do. They taste like strawberries.
She's like, I'm going to lick you to death. That's what's going to happen.
That's that Sick'em Girls, honey. Sick'em Girls.
Bye.
Bye.